come up with an excuse. It's fine.
Always fine.
Everything's fine.
There's too much chaotic energy.
There's so much stuff in one day. In one...
We issued a warning.
Hello!
Oh.
Look! Hello to all of our lovely... What you call your peeps?
Oh, chat. They don't deserve anything else.
Oh, chat.
Okay.
You
chat.
Stinky chat. I spit on you. Welcome!
Chat.
Today, this is day 3. Day 3.
Yeah.
Part 2 of interviews.
Wow.
We're here! I know! Fire alarm! Just absence. I know. So literally, we're late.
It's fine.
Late coming in because there's just a fire alarm going on in the background. So I apologize. Yep. My building wants to kill me. Maybe I don't know. It's
No matter what, though, we're okay.
It's fine.
We're okay because Nima's giving us water. She's giving us the fish water.
No
we're
fire.
Okay.
I'm mailing them some water.
Yeah, we have to wait a little while, but we'll be okay eventually, so it's fine. We're just gonna stay here.
Exactly. But welcome. Nemu, did you want to give yourself a little intro? Did you want us to? Or huh?
Sure. I'm Nemu, and I'm a fish on the internet, and I guess that's all I am, huh?
You're a fish on
Oh,
the
that's a
internet.
pretty big
I'm a
achievement.
fish.
Most fish should just have like 2 brain cells, go from one side of the tank to the other, but no. You found out how to use the internet. That's not just a fish. That's
Not just
a
a
fish.
fish.
I unlocked
you
the
could-
hidden 3rd brain cell potential.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah!
Can we
Nice.
have some of these extra brain cells? I think that right now
I'd
we
love
just
to
like
have more.
swap them back and forth right now.
We have 2 between us.
The
not
2
even
between us.
each.
That's it. That's it.
Your guys' brain cells live in luxury in a giant-ass, like, house.
Oh my god,
That's
the brain
fair.
is so spacious. All the folds and creases. The brain cells can nap anywhere they want.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that's why it ends up banging my skull sometimes, though. It just kind of goes all over the place. There's nothing to really hold it there.
Yeah.
So everyone, please welcome Nemu! Nemu's merch is live. It's been live since yesterday, but right now you can go and show your love. Go and check out her merch. Also, make sure that you follow her on Twitch. We got her links in the description on YouTube. So make sure that you go give her a follow on the Twitch, on the Twitter, and subscribe on the YouTubies. She's a variety streamer, and actually, I heard that you just recently had your 2-year anniversary, which is absolutely awesome. So how does it feel knowing that you've been making content and making people smile around the world for so long?
If I make content, I don't know if anyone smiles, but
I smile! I smile!
I have lurked in your streams before. People smiling.
Yeah.
That's
Even
fun.
if it's sometimes because of bully.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's fun though. It's been a blast. I've come a long way since I started.
That's so exciting. Did you get up to anything like real fun and entertaining? Do you think that you've changed as a content creator since when you first started?
Oh, absolutely, I did. The quality is way worse now, and it's way nicer.
Sometimes, like, the less effort you need to put in, it's like the better it turns out, though.
Exactly.
People are there for the fun, anyways.
Yeah.
Just makes it more casual.
Yeah, just brain cells down. Go absolutely wild.
Brain cells down, chat up. There you go. That's
perfect. There we go.
Exactly.
So I also heard that you're like like a fish kind of cult leader. Can you tell us about your cult?
Yeah. So you know, our little like follow jingle there is our indoctrination method, and we preach the praises of the wiggly, and
The
so
wiggly.
yeah, we've officially infected Twitch, and so if you see wigglies all over the place, it's because our cult tendrils have infested the entire platform.
Oh my god, I've seen wigglies
You
literally
are the
everywhere.
source of the wigglies?
Yeah!
You're the
You guys
source
have
of
met a legend!
wigglies!
This is a legend!
Oh my
There's
god, there's
wigglies
wigglies
in chat right
Wigglies!
now! Amazing! I always wondered where that came from. I don't know how I never picked up on that. That is amazing. You are a true legend. Internet legend.
That's amazing! So what is the wiggly? Like, I can
It's
see
just
it.
it's like a Poplio GIF that was
yeah,
on the internet at some point,
Yeah.
and we just kind of started spamming it in Discord, and then we uploaded it to Twitch, and then it kind of went from there.
Amazing. One of my VTuber goals is to have a Pam Wiggly, so I feel like I have met like a god tier, which is
Literally.
kind of true because it's your cult. How does it feel knowing that your cult has infected the internet so strongly?
Oh, it feels great. It feels like I could just like walk in anywhere and just kind of be empowered, you know? It's like walking into some random business with a clipboard. It'll stop you.
They're like, I don't care if you work here or not. You look official. Official.
Exactly. It's
Assert
official.
your dominance by going into every chat and showing your wiggly, and then you can always win.
That's
Yeah, it's really nice.
literally anytime I've seen like a Twitch streamer especially, and I see that they have their own custom wiggly, I'm just like, oh, this is how you know they're legit. So
It's a badge of honor at this point.
this is true.
Okay. Oh yeah. I was there for your anniversary stream. I wanted to double check on one thing because I was slightly worried. Did you sustain any injuries? How did it, like you got a lot of tits action? Are you okay? Have you recovered from the horror?
Yeah, there was a
I
lot
mean-
of tits.
There's a little bit of tit trauma, but you know, overall the recovery is going pretty well.
That's good.
That's good. I'm glad.
I think there was a while where you got hit for 5 minutes straight. Was that the longest streak, or were there any more that were
Towards-
even worse?
Towards the end, it was about 45 minutes of you going through the thing.
Just straight getting pelted in the face with tits.
Yeah, I set one of them to be like really big sized bits that I would throw, and it triggered at 1,000 and would throw like 1,000 of them. And so people kept pelting me with the giant ones, and you couldn't see anything on screen.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like I can understand that you
best
where you got the
chaos.
injuries from now. Just a little bit. The 45 minutes sounds a little rough.
It was a turned into a boss fight, and people were farming me for lint and chicken nugget drops.
Oh
So
my
I mean,
Okay, but to be fair, if I,
I
was
would do
there
it
at
for the
time,
drop.
I'd do it for the nuggies.
Honestly, well, I could give you a nice little smack right now and look for the nuggies. No!
please, I'm all nuggied out.
Oh, I guess there's no more nuggies. We should probably
fine.
leave her alone before she runs away. It's only the start of the interview. It's only the
right.
start. We can't let her run away yet. At least get some content before she panics and leaves.
Yeah, at least it's maybe for a little bit of content before I
Yeah,
gotta zoom out of here.
farm you for content instead. It's okay.
There we go. That's the difference splitting. So now that you've been streaming for 2 years, what advice would you give to new VTubers who are just starting out?
I see a lot of people worry about like their model and like their backgrounds and like all that, and honestly, everyone sucks when they start like a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot. You think that you have it, and then you watch your VODs and you're like, ah.
Blah.
Gosh. Oh god.
But yeah. So like honestly, I just started mine. I literally just drew like a quick PNG and just kind of started streaming, and then I kind of like drew my model and rigged it and kind of went with that until I felt comfortable getting like actual upgrades.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, sometimes starting out, especially like, like a PingTuber or anything like that, it's like, you want to make sure that you're enjoying what you're doing, do the streaming, and honestly, if you're entertaining and stuff, and you're making your own community anyways, it's kind of like, what does it matter what you look like? But it's super fun to be able to, like, Oh, Sola.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love your hair and stuff.
Looks so
That's really nice to have a debut. Aw, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And because you originally designed and made your first model as well, what does it kind of feel like having the design evolve over time in such different ways and like always bring new life into it?
Fun because I always like have on my art program on Clip Studio, I always have like some bases of it to like redesign stuff and like really refine my design and stuff like that before I think about new models.
That's really cool. Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. So like, cause you're a fish, do you drink fresh water or salt water?
Oh, saltwater for sure. I'd be especially cruel to my opponents just so I can harvest a little more, right? You know, just a little bit of that tears.
A little bit of them tasty, salty tears.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you like to make your chat cry?
Oh, absolutely. But they like it like that. That's just kind of how they are.
Yeah,
Bottom
I think I've
on
seen
it.
similar,
Little
so I
bottom
understand
chat.
that. Just bottom chats.
Yeah,
Mhm.
chat's very bottom heavy, you know.
Bottom heavy and submissive. I also saw that you mentioned that you like curry, but it has to be good curry.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
we watch a lot of like cooking stuff because I'm really big on like cooking and stuff like that, and so we do a lot of cooking stuff. And sometimes we go into these like hour-plus long rants about about food. And I remember I went to a few people's houses, and they have like you know, the kind of people who have heard of something but they never like know what it is, and they have like that really like high amount of like, no, I know what it is, I know what I'm doing, and they just don't go look it up.
He's like, I know
The
exactly
worst.
what this is. It's like I can make a chiffon cake, or I know what that is.
Or like, oh, I know how to make butter chicken. It's just like chicken.
Oh, with a piece of butter on top melted.
Yeah. So it was like I've been to a lot of places where like they didn't really know what curry was, and so they would just like add curry powder to things and be like, "It's curry."
Oh god, I've done that. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
That's no.
Oh no. But okay, yeah, because you need to have like the actual spice and stuff. I remember before I've like ordered especially like Indian curry and stuff, and but this one place they didn't know how to do it. And so I brought it home, but maybe it was me. I brought it home and then I just started adding curry spice into it because it didn't taste good. And I ruined it. So
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that.
I don't know if I should be allowed in the kitchen.
That's okay. I'll coach you from here.
Please. Sensei, onegaishimasu. So your fans, they're chat, but they're also kind of like your fish friends. So does this confirm that fish are friends and not food?
Fish are food. No, fish are definitely food.
Fish are food?
Yummy.
Yeah, fish are food.
Oh.
The only difference between like fish like me and the other fish is if you try to make me food, you'll probably have a really bad time. So, you know, that's really how the order of the ocean goes, you know?
That's good. Okay, because when you said that fish are food, I was like immediately like, oh, okay. Well then, we might have a delicious meal afterwards. But I will refrain. Oh, Pam, no, Pam, no. She said that she's not. No, it's not her. This isn't it. No, you can't eat the bees.
Are you sure?
Bees are friends, not food.
She confirmed food though. Put it away for now. Maybe after.
Oh,
Oh my god. And you so you mentioned that you sometimes add sand to food because it adds texture.
okay, this is this is not a fair interview. All right, this is a loaded questions from my
Just
dark
curious what
past.
food
All
is
right.
good.
Okay, so like, back in the day, when I was partaking in the land dwellers beach sports for fun. I used to do like a lot of like surfing and like beach volleyball and stuff like that for fun, you know,
Oh,
obviously.
sounds fun. Yeah, yeah.
And one of my favorite snacks for like these kinds of things is like beef jerky because it like gets the salt taste out of your mouth from the water and it's protein and stuff like that. And a lot of times like when you're at the beach for a lot of times you just kind of get used to sand being in your food. It just kind of gets everywhere.
Oh no! So
That would suck.
it's not like you're adding it, but it was just
Just add
Well,
yourself.
I mean,
Were you adding
it? I would be hard pressed to deny that a little bit of sand on beef jerky improves the experience.
Oh my god! Does it have to
I
be
mean, it'll
like?
give it a bit more grit.
Does it have to be like a
It's very
specific?
crunchy.
No.
I do like crunchy.
Does it have to be like a specific kind of sand? Like, cause there's like some that are like how small does the grit have to be?
Well, it's not really about the grit size. It's about the kind of people that are walking over it. See, if you don't really have very many people like stepping on, you don't have the foot juice flavor.
So you need foot
Oh,
juice
that's your
flavored
meat.
sand.
Yeah, it needs to re-season the beef. It's gotta get that extra like beachgoer foot sand kind of feel.
So like I know that like some people to like dehydrate their shark and stuff, they'll like pee on it and then bury it in the sand. Did just
Is that where the flavor
to
comes
save it
from?
for the winter or something?
Oh yeah, that's so actually that's from a shark from the like Nordic seas. It has ammonia in its blood because it won't freeze in the like ice cold water, right? And so they have to bury it so that the ammonia leaves, and it tastes like piss.
It tastes like piss.
Oh.
Wait, can you describe the flavor of foot juice to me?
Yeah! Curious.
Well, okay, so imagine. Okay, so this is the best way I can describe it. Like, I don't know if you've ever worked like a job where you had to like sell people like food or clothes or like a retail job. But if you've ever lived in a hot place, there's a definitely like a group of people that keep like cash money in their bra and then like sweat on it all day.
God. Yep,
And
yep.
they hand it to you. The kind of smell that's left on your fingers after you put it in a register is kind of the flavor of beef
Mm.
Okay. So, but like not the sweaty boob smell. That's like you're like, oh yes, this was from my waifu. It's like the one where you're like not
Many
quite.
customers, many bras circulating.
Like this has been in so many
Yeah.
bras. This person has probably given it to at least 10 other people today.
Yeah,
Accumulation. Okay.
yeah. Exactly. That's the flavor. that
Big
it
mix
adds.
of flavors, not just like one person's foot sweat.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a cocktail of foot sweat.
A cocktail
sand.
on the sand and then on your beef jerky.
Yeah. Like,
What a flavor combo.
Ah, it sounds very punchy.
yeah, it's like the airport jungle juice of
Ah,
the beef.
Oh my god. Have you ever seen that video of the guy that made jungle juice in like a big tub?
It's actually crazy.
It was actually crazy. Or the people that made it in a toilet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
So your Discord is literally a fishbowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you fit everyone in it?
Yeah.
Very uncomfortably. They just kind of keep cramming in.
Is there even any water now, or is everyone just like swimming in people?
I thought you were gonna say pee.
Well, I
Living
mean,
in
if they
both,
don't leave.
basically.
Is it
Like
Poor
there's
people.
definitely a ratio in the Discord of that variety.
Oh.
a variety of people? No, it wouldn't be chlorinated water, so it's probably is it more salt water?
A lot of sad people in there. So
Uh
yeah.
Oh,
the
swimming in
tears.
tears. Oh. You know what, that is a good
Yeah.
way to keep it full of water.
It's a good way
Oh,
to
that's why I
replenish
keep
on
making
your
them
salt
cry.
water.
Yeah.
too. Yeah. If you
Yeah.
run out of salt water, you can get more for free this way. So that's kind of big
Yeah.
brain, actually.
And it's like steeped in people, so it's got good flavor. So as long as I keep fucking making them sad and cry and stuff, they're gonna
Okay,
The life.
keep
Chat,
refilling it.
keep crying, keep crying. You're
Keep crying.
dumb, bitch.
Dumb
Weird
stinky
chat.
chat in Discord.
Stinky chat in
Stinky
Discord.
foot sweat walking beachgoers.
Gross. Imagine stepping on sand.
Exactly.
So you enjoy sometimes breaking games, I've heard.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever had
Yeah,
yeah?
I have a history of kind of snapping games in half because I have different goals than the game developers, and those goals don't always line up with what the game supports. So a lot of times games don't really withstand my beating.
Oh my god. Rip fart box? Is that something that someone just said rip
I don't
fart
know.
box? I don't know.
Box 5!
Yeah!
We played Internet Cafe Simulator 2, and we named our cafe Fart Box
Fart
5.
box live.
And I ended up making it this like place where if you walked in, you'd never be able to leave, and it was just like it would attract people into these like coffins made of games, and so like they'd go in and they'd start playing a game, and then they'd get stuck for all eternity.
Oh,
I mean,
that sounds like a way to go, though.
I don't
Yeah, and then I made infinite money and ordered a bunch of really cheap mice on Amazon and crashed the game.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Do you have any other really like fun memories when you were breaking a game, exploiting bugs, or like found something really cursed because you broke it in a weird way?
Definitely found some interesting ones. I kind of I like doing a lot of like challenge playthroughs and stuff, and to like prepare for them, I like kind of try to figure out like more stuff about the game. And I remember I broke Code Vein so severely that
Code Vein.
it became kind of a joke. There's a lot of enemies that if you test their hitboxes, never actually attack where they're touching. So as long as you lock on and hold forward, you'll never get hit.
Oh my god!
Nice.
That's so broken, but also so OP. What the hell? I wonder if they're ever gonna make a patch so that.
Just so you
Honestly, I bet like game devs probably just watch you and they're like, okay, play my game. I need to see exactly where I have my flaws.
Be
World's
ideal.
best
Like if
QA.
game devs were like, hey, Nemu, play this game on stream. You don't have to have an NDA. I'd be like, hell yeah, I want to snap this in half and give it back to you. It's like when you it's like if you like throw a ball over your neighbor's fence.
Yeah.
And then you like toss it over and they pick it up and pop it.
And you're just like,
that would be me in the game dev.
you're the popper.
Yeah, I just hand back their kite snapped in half. Like, here you go. It was pretty cool, I guess.
I don't know. It's kind of lame.
As long as you have fun in your own way, it's all good.
No, but I hear that you aren't a fan of Bethesda games.
No, I'm not actually.
Elaborate, please.
I have a really bad history with Bethesda.
Yeah?
Especially on stream. I remember we tried to play Fallout 3 and the first day we played it, it crashed 5 times and then blue screened my computer.
What
So that was a
Oh!
that was a fun experience. And we're like, okay, well, you know, maybe it's just because it's old, it's not optimized and stuff. So we're like, okay, well, you know, we'll play Prey. That looks really cool. It's like spooky prop hunt in space. And I always like put the difficulty on max because I find it like more fun to keep dying. And we got to a point in the game where we soft locked ourselves in a certain section of the game because we're in like a forced section where we couldn't actually
Like, go back?
get more ammo. We couldn't get out of the area. Anytime we tried to step out of the safe zone, we were instantly killed. There was no way to do anything. So I have like a bad history of the difficulty increase in Bethesda.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Understandable.
Crap. At first, I was like, "You sound like a masochist for doing that."
A lot. I like sort of like Souls-like games and stuff. It's just I find it really fun to go in with absolutely nothing and be completely outmatched and just outskill them completely.
It's a pro
And you mentioned that you play like Souls games and things like that. I know that you're really good at a lot of those games as well. Do you have any like really big accomplishments that you've done that you want to share stories of, or any favorite games?
The hardest like game experience. A lot of people like don't think of it at the start, but if you play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix on Critical, it's very much more like a Souls game than like a Kingdom Hearts game. And that's one of my favorite combat systems in games. And I've done a lot of like speedrunning and challenge runs of that game. And that's going to be probably one of my most accomplishments. The other one is Elden Ring came out, and have a challenge run going in Elden Ring. That is probably my most masochistic challenge run yet, and we'll see how far I can get into that.
What class did you start as?
We started as the one that
Naked?
starts with just the club, naked with the club, 10 every stats.
The true.
And basically the goal of that one is every time we pick something up, we have to equip it no matter what it is and throw away everything else we have. We also are limited by our max level. So whatever the equip level minimum is of the weapon that we picked up, or the highest one, that's our level cap total.
Oh my god.
And we can't level HP at all. And so anytime we pick up a new weapon, even if we can't actually use it, we have to use it.
Holy crap, no! Oh my god.
What's the worst weapon that you got so far?
So I was preparing to fight a boss in the Everjail in the like first area.
Oh yeah.
I had like a sword that I barely was able to wield two-handing because we barely got our strength up. And then I opened up a box somewhere and it gave me this flail that had like a really high requirement. I was like, great!
Could you even?
So I was hitting once, and then eventually I opened a different chest. I was like, finally, another weapon upgrade. And it was a giant lance that required even more stats to equip. We ended up beating the boss with a common dagger dropped from one of the common enemies. That was our best weapon for fighting it.
I cannot even believe the freaking balls.
Dang. Yeah.
They're huge,
Definitely
hefty.
balls on this fish.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Oh.
Speaking of like huge game accomplishments as well, back in 2020 you did a 24-hour Minecraft stream. How did you like prepare that much stamina to go for 24 hours?
God.
4-hour Minecraft stream. Back then, my average stream time was between 9 and 16 hours.
What?
At one point, one of my streams, kind of accidentally turned into a 24-hour stream, and then kind of accidentally turned into a 48-hour stream. Like, it accidentally turned into like a 70-hour stream. We had to end it because of my health. I had COVID at the time, but it just kind of kept going. So there's a lot of those like really long streams back then, and that was just kind of what I did. Since I didn't really put as much thought into like the content or like how entertaining I was being, I was just kind of having fun and doing whatever. Yeah.
It seemed to work though, because I mean, the people found you and stuck around, so obviously you were you having fun is entertaining.
I think the best Minecraft stream we had though is I spent an entire probably like 16 hours from a fresh spawn digging out an entire chunk in Minecraft, and the entire time we were listening to like really cheesy sexy music from like the 80s.
Amazing.
Best. What the hell? I need to find the VOD of this and commit myself and watch it.
It was a pretty legendary stream.
I just need the music vibe. God. coming up like a sax man.
I couldn't resist.
That's beautiful. So, what kind of deep sea creature are you most afraid of? Or
Or are you the apex?
yeah, are you
Okay,
the apex
so-
predator?
There's an organism underwater that is scarier than anything else, and I have lectured my chat on the horrors of this particular organism underwater.
Oh no.
And it's not exactly what people expected, but when they hear about it and understand it, they become very scared of it as well, and that is kelp. Kelp is the scariest thing in the water.
Why kelp? I mean,
Why?
Yeah, kelp.
why kelp?
Well, alright, so kelp is a really scary thing to be around, especially when there's a lot of it. Like little bits of kelp is not a big deal, but if you ever go into a kelp forest, it becomes a very dangerous situation where turning around could kind of get you like stuck to the kelp and unable to move.
Ooh.
Because kelp underwater is rooted by these really big roots. And if you notice those little like walls that you can pop if they're on the beach, those are all filled with air, and they all are pulling up on the kelp, and they have a really high tensile strength. And so what happens is if you get turned around in it, you can get it like caught on you, and it's constantly trying to pull you up and tightening itself. And you can get yourself tangled in it really easily, and it's kind of hopeless if you do.
Holy crap! I never knew that kelp was so scary. Okay.
Yeah.
Kelp is the true nightmare creature, apparently.
A kelp is the scariest thing underwater. That and Delta P.
Yeah.
Delta P.
Yeah. Delta P is the change in pressure underwater between two bodies. You can get pinned up against even just like a pool drain with so much force that you can't free yourself.
I have seen that. Like, oh gosh, yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, that thank
The ocean is scary.
Ocean's a scary place.
Do you think that like how we have NASA and stuff that and they've explored they're exploring space and people were wondering why haven't we explored our own oceans? But do you think that maybe they have and they
didn't survive
and discovered something they shouldn't have?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. The ocean is full of a lot of, like, the more you learn about the residents of the ocean, the less you want to go into it. There's a lot of, like, candidates for, like, really, like, why is this creature a thing? My personal favorite to tell chat about is the Humboldt squid. I'm a big fan of the Humboldt squid.
Is that the one whose eyeballs like the size of a head?
No, that's a giant squid. Humboldt squids are pack predators. So think of like coyotes, but underwater, and they have a sharper sense of smell than even like sharks smelling blood. And instead of normal squids where they like grab you and then like chomp on you, Humboldt squids have like talons instead of suction cups, and they shred their prey up as like a pack. And they make a very distinct sound while they do it. It's like a chirping. And so if you're in an area with a pack of Humboldt squids and you get like a cut or something, it can be a very scary situation.
God, at first I was like,
terrifying.
you know what? I was like, oh yeah, you know, whatever, group of squids. I was, you know, we've all seen a couple cultured animes and stuff, but talons instead of suctions.
They're also really aggressive, so even if they just see you, they'll probably beat you up just for fun.
Oof.
They just look at you, you look at them
Just 'cause
wrong,
they
and they're
think
just
it's
like,
hilarious.
They're getting revenge on all the people who tried to put them in lewd the squids.
True, they're like the armed forces of the squid world. They're like the mercenaries.
Yeah.
The adventurers world.
Oh my god.
Have you ever considered hiring them though? Like, would you hire them if you needed some muscles to take
Oh,
care
absolutely.
of something?
Absolutely.
Stay on their good side,
Yeah, if I needed like a favor from somebody or to like collect on a debt, you know, I'd probably send a pack of Humboldts. That's a good idea.
Anyone will pay up right away. Oh goodness.
Nice.
So apparently you used to eat soup, but with a plate. Did that cause like any messy accidents?
Well, right, this is another topic from my my long chats with the chat. So you know, there's a lot of different kinds of bowls and plates and stuff. There's actually plates specifically designed for soup that are really good. And so that was trying to like argue with me that soups shouldn't be on plates, and I was telling them that they're actually just wrong. And we went through an entire catalog of plates and bowls and started talking about the proper use of each one.
Okay, I'm like looking at a picture right now of a soup plate, but this just looks like a bowl.
Okay, so like a soup
I mean, the
plate.
rim's a lot wider.
Yeah, it has like a wide rim so you can put like other stuff on it to like put in the soup or like eat with the soup, right? And there's also ones that are just wider that lets the soup cool off a bit and like get more access to the air.
Okay. It still sounds weird to me, but
Makes sense now that I know what kind of plate.
Just like your average everyday, you know, plastic or ceramic plate, you know.
yeah, I feel like it's like eating in a restaurant or something when you go all fancy.
Extra fancy. Now you feel fancy at home. Oh yeah, another question. Just because you're always underwater and stuff, how do you keep your like PC and other electronics safe?
In fact, a lot of electronics work better underwater because it has access to the cold environment, right? And so a lot of things like dive computers and ROVs and stuff like that are really well designed underwater. The only problem is like the salinity of it. So you know, it's not really a big deal. You just gotta
watch
not
out
have
for the salt.
Yeah, you just don't have the exposed electronics and everything's fine.
So it's like it's a really I would assume you only use liquid state drives in your computer.
Yes.
Sorry, that was a terrible pun.
Water has memories.
I'm a dad in training.
You mentioned before too that fish are food. Fish are food. What is your favorite type of fish to consume?
Ooh.
I like pretty much only two fish actually to eat. I like mackerel and I like mahi.
Ooh. I don't think I've had either of those. Are they like?
Very good.
Is it like what kind of flesh is it?
Yeah, so mackerel is a really good cheap fish. It's really heavy and like salty and oily and fishy flavors. And it's really good to just kind of like roast whole. And then mahi is like a big game fish kind of situation. And so it's got a really nice, well flavored meat that's not very fishy. And it's really good, really spicy.
Ooh. Okay. So I also wonder, at the end of like a long day, do you bathe, or are like fish are fish just like kind of always clean because you're always underwater?
Well,
You're always wet.
It's stinky only, alright? Real gamers never bathe.
No.
So it's the opposite. It's the never clean, always stinky. That's fine.
Exactly.
Stinky fish.
That's one less thing to worry about, really, if you just embrace it. So that's fine. That's fine.
Exactly. That way they know that way they know I'm coming. They get the fear in them before they see me.
Yeah.
They can smell you
It'll
before
keep
they see
everyone
you.
away from you.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
the best way to stay safe in the ocean. Everyone will be too scared to go anywhere near.
Exactly.
Well, that's a genius plan.
Yeah.
So
And then you don't have to deal with people because everyone just stays away anyway, so you don't have to deal with any weirdos either. It's just perfect.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say, do you think that you are one of the causes for those signs at anime conventions that say, please shower?
Oh, absolutely not. I'd never go to an anime convention. I have standards.
That's fair. That's fair. But at least you can say that much then. There must be people. Those people though. How would you compare on a scale? If you said you never bathe, do you think that it'd be like enough to actually shut down the con if you ever did go?
I mean, probably. They'd probably stop me at the gate and be like, "Ma'am, you can't come in here."
But it's all good because you don't want to go anyway, so it works out. It's all fine.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's valid though. Who wants to go outside? Gross.
Gross.
Yeah, I don't touch grass.
No, never.
I don't think that would be very safe for a fish anyway. You probably don't want to touch grass.
Yeah, grass is overrated. We enjoy moss though. Moss is
nice.
pretty nice.
Moss is so
It also
fuzzy.
makes more oxygen than grass.
Yeah.
We like breathing.
Yeah.
I was wondering if the hand is your son. Who's the daddy?
Oh, okay. So there's actually a whole hand like multiverse and like, extended universe.
Yeah.
Back in the day, earlier on the channel, if enough hands were summoned, because I didn't really have that many viewers at the time, and so if like everyone pulled together their hands, we would have an improvised hand space opera where I would continue the timeline of the hand story.
Oh my god.
And so
Amazing.
my beautiful son hand golem was was sent into the future by one of the many Mr. and Mrs. Universe hands.
Oh my god.
And then was sent on a quest to learn about the power of friendship and Jello in the future, so that one day he might get the ability to beat Hanthos with the friendship gauntlet.
Oh my gosh. This is a really in-depth story.
Oh yeah, and then
Yeah.
after Hanthos is defeated, he goes to an entirely different planet where like an entirely secondary story applies, and then he comes back.
Is this story still ongoing?
We haven't had a hand golem space opera in quite a while.
Do you think it's something you would ever want to bring back?
I'd be kinda
Imagine
difficult
doing
now.
just a hand golem space opera stream.
Just-
I could see that.
Everyone, all the OGs will just be like, "Oh my god, it's time.
Mm-hmm.
It's time again."
Yeah, it's finally back. Let's go!
That would end up being an unending stream. It would go forever though.
Oh yeah, like the story is a bit unhinged.
But that's why it's so interesting.
But yeah, it was
Very
it was
riveting.
baked up in the thoughts of a 10-hour stream with a fever and COVID.
Yes, that's probably why the
So,
story
like-
got so amazing. Question mark.
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
story is probably a bit unique in that regard.
Kind of a literal fever dream, just like literally.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Oh yeah, and I remember recently, I'm just very curious what ended up happening to it, because I saw on Twitter that you found the very scary rice cooker with the rice, and then you were gonna open it. How did you dispose of it?
Oh god, yeah.
Please say you didn't eat it. Just please say you didn't eat it.
I mean, I'm not one to waste food, you know.
Nemu,
and
Nemu, no.
Um,
Nemu, no. Nemu.
I was only 2 years old, so you know, it's aged like a fine wine, you know.
I mean, I guess fermented, there's a bit of a health craze for fermented, but they looked awfully green and fuzzy.
Yeah, by the time I opened it, it looked like cobwebs and like dried rice. So
I mean,
Just
if
give
you
it a
rinse
rinse.
it off.
Yeah, give it a rinse, recook it.
honestly, give it a little rinse. It probably is just good as new.
It's almost
And
it's
dried rice.
right. I was gonna say it's probably like sand. It'd be like eating the sand grits. There we go.
Ah.
There we go.
Another biohazard that we have, that is actually like an intentional biohazard that we call the slice very affectionately. My friends forgot a pizza slice in a piece of Tupperware in their freezer and in their refrigerator.
Oh no.
And over the last like 2.5 years or 3 years, it has developed at this point, arguably sentient.
Living pizza.
Put in the
Yeah,
freezer.
and the nice thing is it's growing its own toppings, so like it's got nice
Oh,
organic
now we got-
mushrooms now.
Oh no.
If you leave it long enough, do you think it will multiply back into a full pizza?
Well, that's
Said
the
it's just a
hope
slice.
actually, because this is a groundbreaking research into an infinitely regenerating food supply.
Oh my goodness.
Ah,
You could solve world hunger just with this one
Mhm.
pizza.
Oh yeah, so it's really important that we keep it going. We take photos and videos of it occasionally, like an
documenting.
update. Yeah, we're documenting. We're researching this phenomenon.
I can't wait for 50 years down the line in the future and just watching all of the pictures and videos of how it progressed.
Yeah,
Even
thank you for
like
your
those,
hard work.
like those videos where like they take a picture of themselves every day for like a few years. It's like that. It's like going through like a baby photo slideshow. It's like as the slice is growing up, you know.
Do you think that anyone would ever eat him?
Oh, absolutely. He's actually been licked before.
Oh.
So
Maybe that
that
helps speed up the process.
well, that was the attempt. That was like right because like after about a year and a half, like they had to do some experiments and they're like, well, I mean, we have a good half a pizza here. We might as well lick the other half. And so
Oh no.
Mhm.
really
I
the
look forward to
experiment's
hearing in
gone
the future.
the experiment's gone pretty out of control.
Mhm.
Do you have any other experiments that you have that are ongoing, or other ones that turned
Oh,
out
yeah.
good or terribly?
No, I don't think so. Actually, I think those are that's our only surviving experiment, and it's being securely contained on the other side of the world from me. So.
Oh my god. I feel like this pizza is gonna become like an SCP.
It already is.
It already is.
It's just the arguments is just what class it is. So we're confined
What danger
at the
level
moment.
are we?
Yeah, exactly.
I guess we won't know until he takes his first he makes his first word.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if it
Mhm.
attacks the researchers, then maybe we have a problem. But it could just be a sentient, self-replicating pizza of benign origin.
And he just likes to be licked sometimes.
Like that's the cost of replication. You gotta lick it occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worth it for unlimited food. Some sacrifices are
it.
worth it. And you've been in the VTuber community for quite a long time. It started out really early on, back when there weren't really any resources or anything. How do you find it's really changed over time?
Really changed is so I decided as like a rush decision out of nowhere because I was like really bored. I was just kind of like in your bedridden. You're like, I will do literally anything right now other than being in this stupid bed.
Yup.
I saw like Hollow had their like first gen auditions. I was like, well, this seems like it could be fun. And I didn't really watch VTubers or like know much about VTubers. But at the time, like I had occasionally watched like Okayu and was a fan. I was like, all right, you know, this could be funny. So the thing that I had a lot of trouble with was Live 2D was a very primitive program, and there were no tutorials for it. And so like the drawing part was really easy, and then like I got to the rigging part, I was like, I see,
Aww.
it's spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Noodles, strings.
Yeah, and so now I feel like Live 3 is a lot more accessible to people, and there's a lot more like accessible guides to do pretty much anything you want to do. So if you have some time and a little bit of like a background in art, you could probably set yourself up pretty well at the start.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That is a big difference. There's so many resources these days for like new people looking to get into it that really, even if anyone has like an hour to get started, they could probably set up as a PNG tuber or something. It's really neat how much technology there is now.
And there's a lot of people that are just like really invested in and just like furthering it like as a community, right? So you got like Fugi making like expert collabing and stuff like that, stream kits, all kinds of nice stuff popping up.
And they made it all so much easier. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And we have whatever we're doing today.
Yeah. Whatever,
And just
whatever.
having so many people around that you can actually go to people for advice and stuff these days. Sometimes just having people to ask is the best resource even.
Yeah, we've kind of grown past like a community into like a horde. We're just like
Yeah.
a hive
World
mind of
takeover.
VTubers.
That's literally it. What
That's great.
would you say is your favorite thing about your community?
Oh, I don't like them at all. I wouldn't give them the pleasure of choosing a favorite thing about them. I'd rather not think about them, to be honest. They
Looks like
kind
they're
of just
thinking
show up on
about
my
you,
door.
They're just kind of there. It's like the unwanted cat that was just in a box that they left on your doorstep, and you're just like,
A
Kinda keep
neighbor's
feeding
cat
it and you
that
don't
keeps
know why.
dropping like dead birds and rats at your door, like trying to teach you how to hunt. More like that.
Got it.
It's like, I like you. Here's my prized possession. I hunted it all on my own.
And you're just like, no. Get out.
Here's like, I mean, thanks. I love it. Great. I'm a big fan of this
Hey.
one.
Totally wanted a dead rat on my doorstep.
I'll treasure it forever. Yes.
Right next to all the
Immediately
other
runs
ones.
away and hides it. The big pile behind the house.
Yeah,
All of
exactly.
this prices.
Like, now I gotta know, has Step Melody finally freed you from the dryer?
I'm sorry, I had to ask after finding the clip.
So my mods have a drinking game. Anytime someone comes into my stream and is like, "Wow, you kind of sound like Melody," they take a shot. And so,
Wow.
I got a little bit stuck at one point, and we turned it into a little bit of a bit.
Either way, it was definitely interesting. It left me intrigued. I'm sure a lot of people ended up following for it, so that was good.
Always down to
Keep your
sacrifice
complaints
my pride and image for an extra
Yeah.
follow.
It's kind of what you do as a VTuber, though. That's kind of like the way it is. If you're a VTuber, it's just inevitable.
Exactly.
I was gonna say, since we're seeing your head and not your other end, I would say that you're free for now. We don't know if
Oh,
you
it
might
was so great.
get stuck again, though.
Yeah.
For now, it's okay.
Those dryers.
For now, at least.
Yeah, they're dangerous.
Those are really scary sometimes, you know.
Yeah, especially if you're a fish. That would get rid of all the water. That would like literally kill you, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. I mean, I can go quite some time without water, but you know, it'd be uncomfortable to say the least.
Yeah.
That's fair. Now, as we're getting towards the end of our time, I want to know, is there any upcoming streams or events that you would like to promote for yourself?
Starting this coming weekend, the anniversary Chaos-a-thon will be happening. It's gonna be like a subathon, except instead of just adding time, it will be way more chaotic with adding time, removing time, special effects on the streams, all kinds of stuff will be happening.
That's gonna be freaking awesome!
Yeah.
So that's starting this week?
Yeah, starting Friday.
Friday!
Nice.
Friday!
I'll try to stop by.
Heck yeah!
Yeah.
And we have to ask one last question that we've asked everyone on the show. Would you rather eat an onion like an apple or a zucchini like a banana?
Zucchini.
Zucchini.
Like I like zucchini and cucumber and stuff. I don't really like onions unless they're cooked. I think it's kind of gross.
Boogie. We've only had one person so far brave enough to choose the onion. Only one. It's only because they like zucchini skin and were too upset to remove it.
Like I'm stinky, but like onion eaters, raw onion apple eaters can go into a different category of stinky. All right.
That's fair.
That's too funny. Yeah, don't need the stinky onion breath.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, and you have a stream coming up in around 30 minutes or so too, I think, right?
Though it might be delayed or removed entirely because something did come up this morning, so we'll see if it happens or not.
Just make sure you guys keep an eye out in case. But also it's all good if you
Yeah.
things happen.
Yeah. So
Things happen.
things happen, life happen. Everyone, please make sure that you go and follow Nemu, our lovely Finding Nemu, over on Twitch, which is where she mainly streams, as well as on her Twitter. And there's VODs and stuff, a couple of them on YouTube too, so go check it all out.
And people decide to edit down my stuff too, so you'll find me around.
Oh, chat says they don't trust you, you sound fishy. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't think any of us trust you in chat. You know?
I don't trust anyone.
It's fine.
Come on. Show me the name. What's the name?
Oh, it was Kyle.
Which one are you? Huh?
Chat's
You're
gonna
getting
get
called
beat up.
out.
Called out.
She seems possibly even more dangerous and unhinged than me, so this is on you guys. You should probably run.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright. Well, I want to thank you so much, Nemo, for taking the time to come and visit us here in the office. Come for the interview, and we're so looking forward to tomorrow for our final event.
Hope I can PvP a lot. I'm a big fan of
Yeah,
Minecraft.
yeah.
Oh yeah, there's gonna
Don't
be
worry,
some.
there'll be chances. Chances to murder.
It'll be perfect.
Perfect.
Awesome. Well, that's about it for our interview for right now.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much for coming.
Wow.
There's a lovely a ladder, a secret door underneath you that
Perfect.
you can slide right on down and through. I see
Hold
you.
on, it's kind of stuck.
You're oh.
Like.
Thank you, Nemo.
Okay, goodbye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Oh, there's
Bye.
You can hear her. She just falls away. There she
Amazing.
goes. Ah.
Amazing.
Okay, well, chat, thank you so much. We're gonna be back in about 2 hours. What time is it? Yeah, 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah.
In 2 hours, we are going to be back here with Sayu. And then immediately following Sayu, we are going to have Maria. So please make sure that you come back. Keep an eye out. Make sure you have your alerts on so that you don't miss a single second. Because, you know, there's never scuff. So you don't want to miss a single second. So, but for now, that's it. We'll see you back here in a couple hours.
You're gonna do any raids?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna do a raid. We're gonna. I always forget about those things.
Oh, me too. That's why I was like, wait, there's 2 of us just in case. Do you know how many times I come back after my ending screen and I'm like, I forgot, guys!
Me every time, never remembering that I should do things like that. And welcome, new people. Thank you for the follows. Welcome, Jade, and welcome, Lollipop. Ba-dee-ba-bee. Raid. Here we go. Let's see. Who's on? Who's on right now?
We have someone who's part of the event that's currently streaming.
Oh! Who else? I see... Girl DM is streaming.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna send you over to Girl DM. Girl DM is playing Tunic. Perfect.
It's so good. It's such a good game.
It's such a good game.
So fun.
Beautiful. All right. Well, we'll catch you in a couple hours. Until then, I don't know. Go. You're a little stinky, chat. I don't know if there's some smell that's rubbed off on you, but maybe you should go have a shower.
It's like a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. But for now, we'll see you later. I'm gonna start the raid. Bye.